Hello, everyone. Welcome to Be Her with Shalon. I thought I would pop on and just like be casual with you and have a chat. And, um, you know, I've been really sitting and feeling into this, the whole concept of being broken, of people feeling broken. And I've been there, okay, where I just felt broken and raw and like no matter what I did, like there must be something wrong with me. There must be something wrong with me because like the world just keeps handing me shit. Right? Like that's kind of how it felt, right? And I've been talking to lots of other people about this, and surprisingly enough, lots of men about this, about feeling broken. Okay? Like we have this like very powerful generation of women that is stepping up. Okay, we are stepping up. We are like doing the things. We can do all the things, right? Like there it is. In general, we can do all the things. We can work, we can take care of the kids, we can take care of homes, we can like build our empires, we can do all the things. And so like I'm talking to these men and they're like, what do I do? What do I do? Like they're feeling, and like, no, like, I'm not saying as women that we should dumb ourselves down and be like less than. That's not what I'm saying, right? But it's like, and these men feel broken, and you know what it's like. I'm pretty sure you've been there where you felt broken. Like maybe it was after a relationship, maybe it was after like you lost a job, maybe it was like whatever it is that you failed at. I'm pretty sure that you have felt broken at one point in your time and or not, right? And like what that feels like and what that looks like, right? Like you just feel hopeless. You feel defeated. You feel like, what is the freaking point anymore, right? Um, and it's a hard place to be. Like it's really hard. And the sad thing is that you're not broken, right? I've talked about this. You are not broken. There is nothing wrong with you. Okay. So, like, if you're in a dark place right now, if you're struggling with whatever it is right now, you're not broken, okay? Or if you know somebody who's going through a tough place, there's nothing wrong with you, okay? This is the duality of being human. This is the duality of having emotions and navigating through life and circumstances and like hardships. Unfortunately, we decided to go through these hardships before we even came here. We decided we were going to have these connections that were going to mold us and shape us. And sometimes that means that we're feeling broken, but it's through that brokenness, right, that beautiful things are reformed. Okay. So if this is how you're feeling, like it's okay. It's okay to feel broken. But you know what? There's actually nothing wrong with you. Okay? Because from this beautiful brokenness, if you want to call it, I wish we could call it something else, from this, like, from it's like the phoenix rising through the ashes, right? This is your opportunity to reinvent yourself, to do something incredible with this brokenness. There's lots of times that I actually work with women in regards to not just women, women and men, but about reclaiming their power, right? And it's from that brokenness. And it's those things that you have learned from that um that situation that are going to mold you and shape you and help you grow as you progress forward in your life, right? I can remember. So this is the big thing that's been coming up. I've been working with like a lot of women and men who like have been divorced, separating, going through these like trials and tribulations of like who who am I without this relationship? Who am I without this partner? Who am I when I'm not, you know, a father, not a father or a mother or like a husband or a wife or whatever. Like, who am I outside of this now? Like, what in the heck am I going to do with my life? But do you know what? This is where you get to explore and discover more of who you are and what you love about your like life that maybe you weren't doing because you had this partner, right? And maybe they didn't like doing those things, or maybe they didn't like, I was going to use the word didn't let you, but like some partners are like that, right? Are maybe a little controlling. And that's just something that, happens. But this is where you get to rediscover yourself. Okay, this is a beautiful place to be, to see how far you've grown, how much you've changed, right? Like, I've been talking with people who are going through these separations and everything, clients that I've been working with and everything, and the fact that like they um have outgrown this relationship, right? We talk about outgrowing relationships, we outgrow jobs, we outgrow all of these things, okay? And it's like you come together with your partner, you do the things that you need to do in order to get through life and raise your children, but you have done nothing to stay connected. You have done nothing to build this like partnership. You've done nothing to continuously get to know one another. Your partner is not the same person you married or that you met 20 years ago. They're not. Okay. And especially if you're a woman and if you've had children, that changes a person. I'm sure all of you mothers can relate. I definitely feel I am not the same person that I was 20 years ago. Not even close. And I'm grateful for that, right? There's a lot of things that I have learned, and I would not be here today if if I hadn't gone through all of the things that I had to go through in order to get here, to get to this moment in time. And some of them were trials and tribulations where I felt broken, where I was on the floor, literally crying, feeling like I was broken. And I still picked myself up day after day after day. And as a mother, I think you know that you do it for your kids. You do it for your kids. But when your kids are gone, who are you doing it for? That's the thing you need to ask yourself. Who are you doing it for? Are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it for others? Like, why do you continue to show up day after day after day? Why do you continue to do the things that you do, right? I continue to show up here because I feel like I need to share for other people, not just women, for other people to know that like it's okay to feel broken. It's okay to be messy. It's okay like last time when I was recording my podcast, I don't know if you could hear or not, but like we're opening doors and we're running after the dog at the same time and we're doing all the things because we're showing up here messy because that's just life. Life just be lifing, but we still need to go on. We still need to do the things, right? We still show up messy and all of the things. And that's not broken. That's being truthful. Perfection is not truthful. Perfection is pretending. Okay. My last podcast, I decided because I was all done up today that I would show up here actually in person as opposed to just like a recording because I was not done up. And I'm like, it doesn't matter if you like to be done up or not, but I was just like, I am not showing up like in my pajamas kind of thing. I like to be done up and I like to be put together because I feel more like myself. I feel more professional. I feel like fun and flirty and all the things, right? Like it, and this is a part of like really being authentic and true to you. Okay. Like, I can remember actually when I was little, and I've always loved to do hair and makeup, like always loved to do hair and makeup. And when I'm doing my makeup, I get like my best ideas. I get my best downloads because I am like in my creative flow. I'm in my creative state, right? So it's like, what is your creative state that gets you into flow? Okay. What lights you up and brings you joy, and you do it just for the sake because you love to do it. Okay. That's really important. Really, really important to find those things in your life. Okay. Um, but I can remember my mom saying to me and being like, I don't know why you have to wear so much makeup. Like, why do you, maybe you could wear like less makeup like your aunts. Like, you don't have to wear all of that makeup and blah, 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 right? That's her opinion. Okay. Her opinion. That's because that's just her opinion. But if I had decided to dumb myself down and wear less makeup and not be creative and true to who I am and how I like to show up in the world, yet again, I would not be here today. So, those parts of you that you think are broken, are they really broken, or are they just projections from other people that they are placing on you? And are those projections actually true, or like there's a lot of, we're going to go there. There's a lot of talk in the spiritual community. We're going to go there about what is the proper way to show up, not show up, how you should be, how you should not be. If you should be like, I went through this actually when I was a mom, when I was part of this group that we had here in the city. And it was like, are you a granola mom or are you an alphagetti mom? Well, do you know what? It depends on the freaking day. Like, and that didn't make me a good mom or a bad mom. Right? Because do you know what? My kids still ate Elvigettis, and yep, I still cloth diapered. Oh well, some days we didn't use cloth diapers. Some days we used regular ones, and other days we ate granola, I guess, and veggies. Like, it doesn't freaking matter. It doesn't freaking matter. And I know that sounds like a really ridiculous analogy, but in regards to the spiritual community, it's like, are you showing up like, I guess it comes down to like the being very organic. Okay. Is that how you are? Or is it not? And I am not. I am having my hair done, my makeup done, and all of the things, and that's okay. Do you know what? And I feel like this is just a part about doing what's good for you. That's really all that freaking matters, is to do what's good for you. And I don't know why these things come through as I'm talking. Lots of my podcasts are just channeling, and you'll hear me say, I don't know why this is coming through, but after, people will be like, oh my God, that is exactly what I needed to hear. This is I resonated with that so much. And so I trust what comes through. And I do this on my lives too. If you follow me on Facebook and you ever want to join me, Wednesdays at 12:15 p.m., usually 12:15 p.m. Like, it depends on my schedule. And I'll let you know ahead of time, but I do live oracle card guidance, and I pull cards and I channel messages for people who join if they want a card. Okay. So if you want to join me, by all means join me, but you're not going to find perfection in this podcast. Okay. That is the whole freaking point. We're not perfect. We don't have to be. Just be who you are and show up however it is that you want to be. Be authentic to you. Like, that's really what it is with my clients that I work through, about owning your power, owning your authenticity, and being true to who you are. Because do you know what? We get to be messy. The divine feminine is messy. The divine feminine is kind of chaotic sometimes, okay? But beautiful things are birthed through chaos. Think about childbirth in general, because that's an easy transition, not? And that's how it is. Even as women, when we're birthing creations, it's messy. It doesn't work out all the time, and it can be ugly and whatever else. But you know what? It's still beautiful in the end, whether it was messy or not, whether there was tears and crying and swearing and whatever else. It was still, the process is still beautiful. Childbirth is still beautiful. Birthing these things is still beautiful. You're learning, you're growing, you're shedding, you're releasing. Like, right now, we are still feeling the remnants of the snake year. Okay. I think I talked about this in my last podcast. Okay. How we are still shedding past aspects of ourselves, because do you know what? Hold on to your horses, literally, when we enter into the year of the horse, because it's going to be like, I always say go big or stay home. I know the saying is go big or go home, but it's go big or stay home. Like you're either going to be doing the things and taking action and like getting stuff done, or you're going to be like holding on to the mane of the horse, like, and it's going to be running you. Okay, so this is also why I created my group, the Sacred Reset, because this is so that you're going to be stable and grounded within yourself before we hit the year of the horse. Okay, so there's like that final purging and that final connecting and that final like being strong within yourself so that you can do the things and take the action and whatever it is that you're needing to do. And it's not about doing. It's not about doing at all. It's about being, which is what we've been talking about, being yourself, being your authentic self, being true to who you are and what it is that you want to do. That's what this life is about. You came here to live this life, not to just heal and heal and heal and whatever else, but to live, to be human, right? Yes, we are this spiritual being having this experience, but that's the point, is to have the experience. And I get that. I love to live in the woo. I love to live in like my intuition and connect with my guides and the goddesses and all the things. I love to do that. But we're still here to be human. And sometimes what being human is not classified as spiritual. But then I feel like we just get into religions with like rules and all of that kind of stuff. And you can agree with me or not agree with me. I don't care. I don't care. It's just my opinion. And do you know what? You're allowed your opinion too. And I think religions also are beautiful. I think each religion is beautiful, whether they have rules or regulations or not. I grew up Catholic. I was raised Catholic. I raised my girls Catholics. Catholics, they still go to a Catholic school, right? But where was I going with this? I get sidetracked sometimes. Oh, with religions and stuff, right? I believe that some people need that structure. Some of it has beautiful community, right? But it's like what it really comes down to is just allowing yourself to be who it is. It's when we start forcing those things onto other people where there's problems, right? That we think one is better than the other. It's not. It's really not. Like it just is. It just is. It just is in this world, right? And everybody gets to have their choice and everybody gets to have their own experience, right? I would never force spirituality on anybody. That's my choice. I feel more connected with like nature. You can see the trees behind me. Like I feel more connected with spirit and everything else in my backyard than I ever did in church. Like ever. But that's everybody. That's their own thing. Some people love going to church. Some people, I don't even know why this is all coming up, but this is about like being true to who you are, right? And the spiritual community and how that looks, and religion and how that looks, and like take it or leave it. Take what resonates, leave the rest. That's what this whole podcast is about too. We're going to talk about a lot of messy things on here. You're going to like it or you're not, and that's okay. But you know what? You're allowed to have your opinion as well. And I love having those discussions. I love learning about like your experience and why you have it too, right? And I think that's what makes life beautiful, is that we can talk about the brokenness whenever we felt broken. And we can see that within one another. And we can honor that, judgment free, right? It's where we get into the judgment and the whole idea of perfection and needing to be perfect and da 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 da. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I like to have my hair and makeup done before I show up on camera. But that's just because I feel more comfortable in in myself. It's about like beautifying your vessel. If you're walking around in this vessel, why not accessorize it if you can? Why not? What's wrong with that? Nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make me less spiritual at all. Look at the goddesses that we had. Did they not have jewels? Did they not have jewelry? Did they not look elegant and beautiful within themselves? Absolutely. Absolutely, they did. And there was nothing wrong with that. Look at our churches and our temples and all of those things. Look at how, like, magnificent they are. They're not this rundown shack. Absolutely not. And your body is your temple. Your body is your vessel. So why not treat it that way? When we start to treat it that way, then it starts to show up for us in many, many beautiful different ways. Many beautiful different ways. Okay. So when you're feeling broken, when you're feeling run down, when you're feeling like, what the fuck gives? We're going to swear a lot on here too. Sorry, not sorry. When you're feeling that way, just remember what comes after the breakdown, the brokenness, is the breakthrough. This is your becoming. Okay. And sometimes that means like letting go of a lot of things that were no longer serving you. And that's okay. But things will get better. It's the duality of life. And you never really were broken. It's just a part of the human experience. And sometimes it's the cracking open of your heart where you actually find love again. Find love for yourself, find love for life. And like I said, it's beautiful and messy at the same time. So, with that, before we wrap it up, okay, I want to invite you into something really special. And I already touched touched on it here while we were chatting. But if what we talked about today really resonated with you, and if you're craving space to slow down and exhale, to reconnect with yourself, because you're not meant to do this alone, all right? The Sacred Reset is my private community where women come to rest, release, and realign. It's a sacred pause from the noise and the pressure and the constant doing. Inside, you're going to receive guided meditations, activations, live gatherings, and ongoing support to help you reset your nervous system, okay? To soften into yourself and to stop living in fight or flight, all right? Reconnect with your intuition and come back home to yourself again and again. This isn't about fixing yourself. Remember, we talked about that today. We're not fixing ourselves. It's about remembering who you are beneath it all. Okay? If your body just said yes while listening today, trust that. If it said no, that's okay too. You can join us inside the Sacred Reset. And I'm actually really excited because we just started a 7-day reset, okay, to help you just have a little mini check-in every day. It's going to have an activation and a mantra and to help you. And it's for 7 days to help you just reset and be with yourself. All right. I'm going to post the link for this in the show notes if you're interested, because I would love to hold space for you there. But I'm grateful for you listening to everything that we talked about today. And I hope that if it resonated, great. If not, that's okay too. Take it or leave it. As I always say, take it or leave it. And I would love for you to comment and let me know. But I'm sending you so much love and support no matter what. Okay? Take care.